Which research project have you been most proud of and why?
Well, it's impossible for me to limit it to just one, so I'll just quickly run through a couple of them. I talked earlier about creating the first ratings reports out of the Warner Cube system, and that in its way was groundbreaking in news, so I was proud of that. When I worked for Nielsen, we worked on another groundbreaking project. At the time, in the mid-'80s, pay service churn was a major issue, and there was no national number measuring that the premium providers could compare their own performance to. So at Nielsen, working with CTAM, we created a database that was a very large effort, pulling information from many MSOs together, unifying it, creating new rules, and then publishing a report. So for the time, that was a great achievement. And then at Discovery, I mean, there were a number of benchmarks, but I'm most proud of the segmentation work we did. In 1992, we completed the first segmentation, really, of nonfiction viewers, and it gave us a great deal of insight and direction for future programming. And a few years later, we expanded those insights to a worldwide survey, segmentation of worldwide audiences. And I believe that the findings from that groundbreaking work still hold today.
Solid Group has many clients, so who else are you working with right now?
Well, I'd like to talk about a programming group, Cubo, Q-U-B-O, which of course sounds like my first job, Q, but unrelated. Cubo has been a great client for a couple of years now. We do most of the research for this group that produces kids programming for NBC, ION, and Telemundo. It satisfies their EI compliant requirement. And so Cubo is offered as a programming block on each of those distributors. Cubo also runs a 24-hour channel of their kids programming, and this is distributed on cable, across cable systems, telco systems, as well as on the digital feed, the new digital feed on ION stations. And I really enjoy being associated with kids programming. This is younger kids programming, and it brings back one activity earlier in my career when I worked on the pilot of MTV, well before we knew that MTV would be a worldwide phenomenon.
Daniel, thank you so much. Very interesting interview. How can we contact you?
Well, through email, daniel@solvitgroup.com, or my phone at 240-676-2424. I work out of the Washington suburbs, but look for every opportunity to come up to the New York area and work with people in New York. Thank you very much for the opportunity.
Thank you.